What's up, team? Lo-Fi Friday. I've got my dork Dawn tuner. You guys, are you a dork if you keep your clip-on tuner on your guitar when you're playing a show? Or should you undork yourself? Drop that in the comments. This is my Martin old strings cutaway. Here's the thing. We're going to do this. Watch. I made an ebook. It's linked below. We're not going to show anything on the screen chart-wise. I'll do that in the next couple days. But 5 minutes of focused practice, oops, we got that one, is way better than somebody that just noodles around for an hour, because you're trying to build that muscle memory, okay? Remember the definition of insanity? I could be wrong on this, repeating the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. If you expect to get better at the guitar, you can't do the same thing over and over. You gotta fall on your face. So if I fall on my face, so be it. Lo-Fi Friday, this is the way it is. So here's what we're gonna do. Linked below in the ebook is everything I'm going to outline. No charts, because that'd be too hi-fi for a Lo-Fi Friday. My dog's here. He's going to be expecting me to throw the ball, so let's get to it. Bar chord to triad, G, major bar chord to G triad. And the triads I'm going to put in the ebook, link below, in blue. And then I did a G5 up here, see G. And then here there's a triad. It's like a bar triad. And I'll show you how you can do something really cool with that. How you can actually put it into practice, be musical, use your musicality, and get better. And then we're also going to have an E minor, okay, bar. See, and then this E minor triad shape, which I'm going to get to why it looks exactly like this shape, but this one's major and this one's minor. Let's just get to it right now, okay? Because sometimes sitting down and having a moment with yourself going, why is that? Well, this is a different string set. This is on the DGB string set, referring to the open strings, and this is on the GB high E string set. So that's just the way it is, okay? It's thanks to our friend the B, who's tuned differently, and and the open strings. More on that later. You know, you know. All right, and then we're also gonna do 2 G major scales, okay? Because we gotta stay focused. If we get too much going on, we're gonna lose our focus, and it's not gonna be efficient. Doesn't matter if we spend an hour. Okay, here's what I want you to do. Pick or no pick, I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna go pick, bar chord, pick, flick, pick. I've been doing this a lot of hybrid stuff where I hold the pick and I flick. Now, of course, I do a lot of playing like this too with my thumb. What? Okay, so focus. If you practice focused for 5 minutes, you'll get way better, if you have a plan, than somebody who aimlessly noodles for an hour. Which, don't worry, I'm not knocking that. That's just the way it is. It's just building that muscle memory. Okay, so bar chord, try it. See if you can do that too. Watch. I'm doing this out of that G major bar chord. Triad. And for those that are asking, my thumb wrapped over these, I'm not fretting these notes. That's just for percussive purposes. So that's why it looks like I'm on a G sharp instead of a G. You'd be all confused up in here, right? So see what I did? I slid up to that triad there. Now I like going in with my first finger. It has a little more strength. Or I could play the G5. You go like this. This triad. See, there's so many combinations. That's where you're gonna be musical and do what you do. Okay, so let's do the same thing on the E minor triad, okay? See that? E minor bar, there's your root. This is that A minor open shape, okay, see that? Sorry, I worked my way up there. Shank is a D minor shank, okay. So E, it's all on the ebook, and here's that triad, E, G, B. And in the top left of the chart, I write out, which is the next part of this lesson, 2 G major scales. Okay, and then on the top left, I write out the E major scale, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Okay, and then here too, same shape. This is what you gotta do, connect those light bulb moments. These are usually the first 2 people get taught. Okay, because it makes sense to have them rooted off of the E and low A, because that's like your fundamental bass notes, your low end, right? That's what makes music so fascinating, is just your choices and how you painted. It's just paints, right? Colors, shades, moods. Modes are moods. Did you know the major scale is just a mode? This is fancy name is Ionic. So here's something we could do. We're also going to have this E minor. I know I'm all over the place, but just follow me. Just grab the chart linked below. I'll do a really good lesson on it with charts on screen. We'll go hi-fi. And here's that triad. A, G, B. So bar chord, E minor bar chord, look. Now you know why I did the cutaway, right? Look at where my hand goes if I need that. Without that, I'd be like, okay. So then you've got 2, because we gotta do 2 E minor pentatonic chords, right? And I'm trying to think, I know on the chart I wrote out, instead of just writing out the pentatonic, I wrote out the whole E Aeolian scale, which is the 6th mode. E minor is the relative minor. It's on the chart, don't worry. That could be part of your practice right there. You're just learning to connect the dots from the theory standpoint. You guys, don't skip theory. Just trust me. I know some people, you don't have, no, you could be the best player in the world. You don't, it's just way better. It's fun. I find it more fulfilling if you know it, okay? And it's so fun to study, okay? Maybe am I sick in the head? Drop your sick in the head in the comments if, if studying theory is like. But I just give you the pentatonic. You're just taking away 2 notes from this scale right here. You're taking away the F sharp and the C, okay? And then you've got E, G, A, B, D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Penta, 5, okay? Let's get into the music making part and then we'll wrap this up, okay? Grab the ebook. Trust me, it'll help you. So what I want you to do, bar chord to triad. Do me a favor, try this pick, grab your pick and flick with these 3 fingers. I don't want to go like, whoops, sorry, I did it. Okay, pick, flick, pick. This is such a good thing for controlled movement of this hand. This motor, it's easy to, there's so many techniques you can do with your rhythm hand. Rhythm is king always. I'll link a video at the end about that. See how I'm going here? So just this movement and skipping over the string to get that boop. Triad, bar chord. See there, I just slid up to a G major triad, the inversion one. It's inside of this G5 chord. What's a 5 chord? Well, technically, is it a chord? Because it's really an interval. It's G. Well, if you throw the octave in there, it's G, the 1 to the 5, G, D, and then G, G, D, G. But we've got that triad. So look, G, G triad, G, G triad, E minor, bar chord, E minor triad. I know this is a lot. We're gonna keep hitting this. I will not abandon you, my jellyfish. Okay, so let's do some more music. Bar chord, triad on the G. Let's go to the E minor bar chord to triad. And if you want to do it without the pick, I do both. I play it. You gotta play with both. You just gotta. Okay, bar chord, triad. It's 2 different vibes. Every instrument is a drum set, percussion, percussive, bebop. Hit it on the F string. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my pick wherever it went. Did I throw it with the ball? I did not. Here comes the ball. And away he goes. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up real quick. So do something like this. I'm just giving you a basic idea. But if you take elements of this, grab the ebook and just take 1 piece of it or 2 or 3 pieces and blend it together, but keep it simple. Move it to a different key if you want. I don't care, whatever works for you. Bar chord, triad, little lick out of the scale. Bar chord, triad, bar chord, triad, bar chord, triad, bar chord, triad. See, right out of the E minor pentatonic. I'm lying, I went to the open chord. That's okay if you do that, it's good practice. And then you've got this E minor pentatonic, which is on the chart too, okay? So, it's all about keeping flow. Rhythm is king, queen, whatever we say, always. So you always want to keep your rhythmic flow. So if you start adding more, quick tip before we wrap this up, if you start adding more into what you're doing and your rhythm falls apart, dial back a bit. It's way, I'd rather have you do this so solid. But rather have you do that and be really in the flow rhythmically, in the pocket, in the groove, which means keeping the beat, keeping the rhythm, than trying to add in all the scales. When you get comfortable with that, instead of trying to get the whole G major scale, okay, here's the thing that a lot of beginners don't understand. Like, okay, I have to use all of this. You could use one note and sound killer. Watch. I lied, 2 notes. That was the root and the major third. See, that was just 1 3 5 1 3 5 1 3 5 1 3 5 1 3 5 out of those 2 G major scales. You guys see the possibilities are limitless. Skyrocket like I did that tennis ball you're playing. All right, grab the ebook. I'll hit you back tomorrow or Sunday, and I'll do a full lesson. I might wear a fancy shirt and comb my hair for you. I sure cut it for you guys. Where'd my hair go, man? And that's it. And go Padres tonight, playing the D-backs. You guys are amazing. We've crossed 20K. What do you guys want to see in here? I'm going to do a lot of recording stuff, songwriting stuff. And if it comes to fruition, which I'm not sure, hopefully I'll get to do a song with the bass player from 311. So we're working on it. So we shall see. And I think it'd be fun for you guys to see that. Drop jellyfish or your favorite sea creature in the comments. Oh, what's your favorite? What kind of pet do you have? Drop that in the comments. And let's keep this train rolling. 5 minutes a day of focus practice. You're going to be crushing it. And don't be too hard on yourself, all right? Let's flick the pick and end this thing. Peace.